What is going on, my friend? Welcome to today's video. This is Jake of Calisthenics and of course, if you're new to the channel, then I highly encourage you to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications, because if you're new to body training calisthenics, then I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday, specifically for people like you, my friend. And these exact same nutrition tips and nutrition hacks I'm giving to you right now is recently what I've actually also shared within my private coaching group on Facebook with my clients. And I felt that as nutrition is so important and such a big determinant of our results with our health and fitness, I thought, why not share it with you in this video today? Because obviously with nutrition as a whole, and with our busy working schedules and how busy we are, really if we fail to plan, then we plan to fail. Do you know what I mean? And of course, as a quick disclaimer before I get into the good stuff, of course, I am no registered dietitian, nor does the advice I give in this video actually replace or substitute the advice given by a doctor or a professional. So by all means, seek a doctor or a professional first before actually, taking on what you may take on from this video. Does that make sense? Because everything in this video is just general advice. So the first nutrition hack I would love to share with you right now is preparing your meals ahead for the day. And if you're using an app or whatever app or food app or log works best for you, I find for myself and my clients, we all use MyFitnessPal, having a food log will really help you with this, because instead of like winging it and kind of guessing what you're eating, having it down is how you're going to get results, my friend, because what gets measured gets managed. So what I mean by preparing your meals ahead for the day, if you take my example, I will eat breakfast, obviously every single day. It will be somewhat similar every day, and what I'll do after breakfast is that on the app, for me that would be MyFitnessPal, is I actually plan ahead what I'm going to eat for lunch, for dinner, and any snacks in between. So I can go about my day without having to worry about what I'm going to eat, and I can go into each meal when I do eat knowing exactly what I'm going to eat, rather than worrying, let's say at the end of the day for dinner, of being like, oh man, like how many calories do I need to eat, or like what have I got left for my protein, carbs. It's all mapped out for me already. And especially if you have a busy working schedule where you may not have as much flexibility as I do, as I obviously work at home for myself, right? Obviously you can actually do this the night before, and actually, as I'll explain later in this video with meal prepping, obviously planning breakfast, lunch and dinner, and any snacks in between, your whole meals in advance. So again, you can go about your day stress-free, actually focus on the things that matters most to you within your work and such, without having to worry about, how many calories or macros you've got left, right, for lunch or dinner, etc. Do you see what I mean? Now the second nutrition hack I'm going to share with you right now is creating a solid foundational meal plan to work with. So what I mean by that is selecting a select few of meals that you enjoy to have several times in the week, maybe even every day, that you just enjoy so damn much. It's like you don't mind eating it every day because it feels so fantastic, right? Because not only does this actually make meal prepping and preparing your meals much simpler and more simplistic, it also makes it more efficient at the same time. And the beauty of this, the fact that it's nice and simple and also effective, is that when you actually want to add in variety, which you should, it's very easy to add in substitutes when, the type of food that you're substituting and such is similar to the previous one. So for example, obviously you may not want to actually eat chicken breast every single night, so you can replace that sometimes with turkey breast instead, because again, the calories and macronutrients for the same amount of the chicken or the turkey will be roughly the same. Instead of having brown bread as your base for your sandwich at lunch, at work, right, you can actually replace that with tortilla wraps some days. Instead of almonds every day, you can alternate between almonds, cashew nuts, mixed nuts, etc. Or, instead of having a banana, you can have an apple. Does that make sense? So by having a base of similar meals throughout the week, of not just similar sizes, but quantities and also calories and macronutrients. So for you don't have to stress about making any changes, and only spend a few minutes per day tracking your meals, rather than like, up to an hour of overthinking of what you need to eat and hitting your exact calorie macronutrients goal. Do you see what I mean? Now the third and last tip I want to share with you in this video is meal prepping, because here's the thing, right? Out of full transparency, even the best chefs in the world, right, don't want to cook every single day. Why? Because it's pretty damn time consuming. And with meal prepping, you'll not only save yourself a lot of time, but you'll save yourself a lot of stress as well. So what I do myself, and what I actually advocate my clients do, is to meal prep 1 to 2 times a week, right? So not only significantly cut down on the time they have to spend cooking or preparing their meals, but also the beauty of this is that you don't have to sacrifice the quality of that nutrition as you do it. And with that, you also want to have a weekly structure in place, a solid place of like, right, what day are you going to meal prep, right? For me, that's Sunday and Wednesday typically. Sometimes it can change depending on schedules and anything else that may pop up. And of course, I'm not saying you have to meal prep every single damn meal and every single damn snack for the whole week. I'm not saying that, whatever, right? I'm saying more so the things that are most time consuming. So for me, I would typically cook for dinner, right? So I would meal prep that exact, like those meals, right, for dinner that I would cook a few days in advance, right? And so for me, I only really do the things that are most time consuming, and then I obviously store it in the freezer or the fridge, depending on how long I want to actually, keep it cool for. Especially after a busy day at work, whether you work 8+ hours, or even, sometimes if it gets busy in the office and you have to work overtime, then obviously if you get home and you're like, oh my days, I haven't got time to cook, I've got to have some McDonald's or KFC. It's like, no, you can slash out your meal that you prepared the night before and have a good quality, healthy meal that best serves and fuels your body for your actual, weight goal and your health and fitness goals as a whole, because you've already actually prepared it. So by applying these tips and concepts that I've highlighted in this video for you, that way you can gain full control of arguably the most important factor towards your results, obviously your nutrition and your diet, without having to stress out and spend an awful amount of time each week trying to find the time to commit to it. Because really, with nutrition and fitness as a whole, it's much simpler when you focus on the things that actually truly matter. And if you've got any questions with nutrition, applying it to calisthenics, or whether you want to lose some weight and really need some help with your diet as a whole, then of course you can by all means send me a DM, which I'll link in the description below, and simply send your question, and we can start our conversation and get chatting. I'd love to interact with you and answer your questions on that note. And with that said, if you've enjoyed this video, you like my content, you enjoyed watching every single minute, every single second of this video, then make sure to give this video a cheeky thumbs up and comment down below. What I'd love to know is what you found most helpful within this video. And if you've got any other tips on nutrition hacks for everyone else aboard the Gain Straight Express, you can also comment down below, because obviously everyone else can take that aboard, and we can all get more results within our own health and fitness journey as a whole, because we're all in this together as one happily and rapidly growing community. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, share this with a friend or friends you believe would benefit from these gains, and that's enough for me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, my friend, and as a crew member of the Gain Straight Express, keep moving forward.